Welcome, everyone. I'm Alfred Lambremont Webre, and today we have the great privilege and the pleasure to be with C60Evo CEO Patty Greer. And Patty's got quite the show lined up for you in these, some people say turbulent times, other people say ascending times. And so over to you.
Boy, that is a great start to the show because ascending times is a choice that I make every day. No matter what I see on the news, I'm going to keep my brain in forward go power mode. And it really is a choice right now every day because everybody's being tested. Even I'm being tested. And I laugh because I feel like nothing affects me. And I'm still pretty darn good at hardly anything affects me, but I'm noticing like, wow, people are acting badly. And we need to ground ourselves and stay super centered because it's about how we react, that bad energy people can change our lives. And if we choose consciousness and focus on the ascension of all, then we won't be so bothered by people acting badly around us and near us. And if we can be that beacon of, passivity when they throw darts, but with a big block, you're not getting in, um, then I think we're going to be able to help the overall consciousness, the frequency of the planet. So each and every one of us is an independent study, and we create the energy that comes out from us. Our plasma field, what we think, feel, create, flows out from us across the ethers in the universe. So I am super grateful that I really am focused on good thoughts. And I know that I'm cheating because I take C60 Evo every day. It's not cheating, it's a conscious choice that I make. I do it in the morning. I put it in my morning coffee, the MCT coconut oil, and I've got Go Power all day long till 9 or 10 o'clock. And then I'm like a falling tree and I'm out. How about you? Energy?
Well, that's very interesting because you're wearing the emblem of independence that looks like a shirt. That's so beautiful. It's based on a Declaration of Independence, and as I understand it, and you just described what my day's like. And around 9 or 10, I go,
Yep.
and the next morning at 8 o'clock, I go, and I start with, of course, I'm an olive oil fan, and I start, and that's how I go, and I just like meow,
Yeah. Go power.
yeah, and there's so much. I still remember when this gentleman back here who gets the credit for the Fullerines that are back there. When we visited him at the University of Cincinnati, where he was teaching, and we videotaped talk with him, and we started the World Good News Network along with a bunch of other people that we're now broadcasting on. Uh, but that's it, and so we're at the time of the collective ascension, and that's what's happening. And so one of the components of the ascension that's ascending with us and is the necessary ascension. Futurist Buckminster Fuller, accompanying futurist Alfred Weber, he was my master teacher, holding what he was teaching me. Now I've arrived at this. So it's like an archetypal moment. And I think you're down there right in the, as they say, in the belly of the beast of the ascension. So I think that you can righteously say, as the CEO of a substance that was brought intentionally to earth for the ascension, that you got something to say about it. So over to you.
Oh, I love that. that we are medicine for ascension. Now, that is a new tagline I'd like to stick on. I think that's really true because a lot of people don't realize that we exist in a frequency. And when we're sad, our frequency is lower. And when we're elated, it's higher and we're all juiced up. So our energy and frequency are interconnected with our emotional body. And if we're going to be weak and susceptible to the outer world, we're going to really suffer because a lot of people are not as adept at what's been going on as you and I are. And I don't know which world is better. I've been almost jealous of people that know nothing, that aren't even seeing that we have governments at war right now. Like they don't even know Ukraine, they're still murdering kids. Like hundreds of kids every day are dying because what, a couple of old men are fighting with other people's children, with women's husbands, with kids' fathers. Like they're using us as pawns. And I live near Boulder, Colorado, and I got a text 3 weeks ago. We realize you are adamantly opposed to having a, what do you call it, a smart meter on your house. And so, for that reason, with all due respect, we've put you off to be the very last person in town of the seven final holdouts. Now, in a town nearby that is one of the UN dedicated towns, Longmont, Colorado, they actually took police escorts with the cell, the those monster meters, the smart meters that they're sticking on houses, and they actually sent police escorts to the homes where people were really adamantly against it. They didn't need it here, but they made me feel special, not by being the last one. And so they sewed up this town, and in my opinion, I'm thinking, oh God, now they're going to burn us down. I mean, to me, it's we got a whole line of smart cities in a sanctuary state, Colorado. We're being run by people that hate America or don't realize they're acting hateful, maybe. I don't know if they're so unconscious or brainwashed or mind controlled or just plain stupid or just greedy. But there's nothing like positive in any of those statements, but that's who is running our city councils in many of the big cities of Colorado. And our town halls have the pride flags still hanging. June's over. Juneteenth is over. Um, Veterans Day is one day, Juneteenth is a month. In Colorado, we're hanging like pride flags everywhere because we are also seeing letters go public from our city council of Boulder, Colorado that said, don't follow federal laws. We're not. Basically, that's what they said in a letter. We don't like what the federal government is doing, so we're not going to, we're going to stay sanctuary and we're not going to abide by the rules and the laws, of sending murderers back to their country. And we are Boulder, Colorado, where they had the Egyptian crazy man throw flame torches at a group of Jewish people right downtown in front of the city courthouse, and the head of the Jewish community died. The Egyptian migrant murdered an American citizen in Boulder, Colorado, and the news just like pff, went away. Like it was huge for a minute, but there is so much news right now that everybody's getting headaches. So, speaking of headaches, I never get headaches hardly ever, but I had one since they put a smart meter on my house. And I really was surprised that it was so quick to affect me. I've been queasy. I've had a headache. So I bought the Sinetamer, Sinetamer, and $1,800 because I can't fight the city. I spent $1,800 and they delivered it this week, the master electrician. And it's this big, huge copper box that's right below the smart meter, and it limits the damage that it's going to do to me and my health and my neighbors. And these things, there's nothing good about them, and they're probably made in Huawei, China. That's up there with Wuhan. They don't like Americans. They make things to get even with us for, whatever it is that makes us happy, they don't like that. So I'm guessing, I'm not there. All I know is we're getting really bad technologies in the cell towers and in the smart meters. And the reason I didn't want one on my house was our friend Toby, who took some film of the fire in South Boulder that was one of those, just like Los Angeles or just like Lahaina, Maui, or just like Paradise, California, or just like South Carolina, or just like the flood in Texas, like totally freak. And other insurances got canceled. And like what? And when he put the Cinetamer on my house 3 days ago, he came up to get the payment, and I went, my headache's gone. And he just smiled. And I went, no, I'm serious. I've had a headache. It's it's actually gone. And so, real sad that legally our cities and states are sanctuary cities, our sanctuary states is a choice made by unconscious people, not by the citizens, certainly not by me. So I'm still queasy. I think there's still a frequency that's probably still maybe coming through the lines. I'm going to call the electrician. But you know, we as citizens of consciousness working on the ascension for the entire planet shouldn't have to keep spending all this money to fight a broken system of criminals behaving badly. And when I got the email, it was the text, it was so long. The guy was like, I'm really sorry, but I have to do this. It's like, you should be sorry. You will be sorry because the karma of serving evil, which is so rampant right now, is going to come back and I think um, serve the public for a real balancing out of goodness for those who really helped humanity evolve and payback for those who just are doing harm still tomorrow because we have choice. Kind of like all the criminal migrants right now, we have given them a choice. We will give you a free flight and $1,000 that maybe you've never made your whole life in a year. Who knows? All these other countries, all these people that don't serve or do anything good, but we're not giving you more of our services that Americans need, let alone vets. My God, our vets that went to war and fought for bad men making bad decisions send their own kids. Let's send Hunter Biden to go fight the war, you know? Anyway, um, I try not to be political, but politics are surrounding us. And I do have an authentic smile because I take C60 Evo every day and I see the light. I see the big picture and I know we're going to win. I know we're winning already, but it doesn't look like it because we're still groveling through the trenches. Now, what does it look like in Canada? That's my US version.
The US was, well, here in Canada, actually, we have, I'm in Vancouver, and we have a blue sky. There's no chemtrails today, which is a good thing. The chemtrailing has stopped. And uh, but I don't want to mention certain things because YouTube will get mad. That's the problem. But it has to do with injections, so I'm not going to mention it.
Well, if we did just look at that problem that they have caused so many people and those vials of white gummy substances that they're removing from bodies at the morgues, they're really the morgue men, what are they called? Morticians and women are comparing notes. And I learned this morning that 70 or 73% of everybody in the morgue has these long white blockages in the bloodlines. So we know what that is from those things that you were just speaking to. And I don't know if a remedy can help when people have had a lot of those things in the arm, but it can certainly help. Like right now, we have to look at our health and say, what can I do today and tomorrow to help myself? What can I do for me? Because nobody else is going to fix us. I don't know if you're getting it at 84 years old or 82, but I'm getting it at 72, that we're in this alone. We came in alone, we're going out alone, and even if we have lover, best friend, husband, wife, we're still kind of an independent piece of work. And
And
I
yeah, and
and
it,
I know that Evo keeps me nice. That's all I'm going to say. I should be postal by now. Thank God for C60 Evo.
and look behind me, Buckminster Fuller with the Fullerene, he's holding him up. Look at his smile. Look at him. I mean, that's what he's pointing to right behind me. And in the ESS 60, that was made, which got the Nobel Prize, was made to be safe for humans. And they're now um, uh, uh, they're now peer-reviewed studies that show that it prolongs life, and there are all, for me, I went to the doctor here and he said that I'm 84, but my hemoglobin is the hemoglobin of a 25-year-old man.
Wow. My mom is 96 and her brain is still fully functioning. And I hear her sometimes just say, I'm tired of this. I'm not serving, I'm not doing much. And all we say is, we love you. Thank you for life. Thank you for being here. And I know that I'm prolonging her life. Now, is that nice? Is that fair? I mean, let's talk about the rat study. The rats, they used our product from our lab, and it was the exact formula as the C60 Evo olive oil formula, cold pressed, extra virgin, uh, organic olive oil. And they used this for the test in 2012 at the Paris University. And it's called the Paris Bhakti study, Baati. And in the study, they took lab rats into three different groups. And the first group just got water and they weren't going to live real long. Second group, it wasn't us that did it, so don't get mad, sorry. The second group did olive oil. They lived 30% longer than the control-based group. But the third group got our formula and they lived 90% longer than the control group, which is the longest longevity results in history for any product or supplement. I'm going to repeat that. The lab rats lived 90% longer, but they also died without any tumors for the first time in lab rat test history. Now, we are not claiming that we can cure any big C thing, but Chris says that it is very, very good at preventative because what it does is it clears the cells. It cleans the mitochondria, which is the powerhouse of every cell. So when we're toxic, we're like lugging and we're, we don't feel good. And when we start to clear the mitochondria, immediately the brain starts to clear out the fog. Why? Well, the mitochondria, there's 500 to 5,000 in every cell of the body except blood. The brain has 2 million mitochondria per cell. So when you've got a powerhouse going into your system in the morning, you want to take it before noon for best results. And you take a tablespoon, you're going to really feel it. A teaspoon, you're going to feel it nicely. But what you'll feel is energy. And it won't take very long. 15 minutes, you're going to go, no way. I don't believe I'm feeling it this fast. And you probably will feel it that fast. So, yeah, I highly recommend the product because of using it myself for 6 years. It saved me from horrific things that I went through. And as a survivor, I just swore by the product, met the guys that owned the lab, and we became partners 6 years ago. And we took the industrial C60 industry, which we'd been running in our lab for 29 years before ESS 60 came along. And we were just selling industrial grade C60. And that is for ink, batteries, photocells, tires, certainly not people and pets, certainly not health related. And so this was kind of a whole new thing after the Paris study in 2012. They realized, wow, this is really good for humans and probably animals. So they started experimenting more. And now that we are in 2025, we are still the only lab in the world that upgraded the industrial version to become pure carbon 60, a much cleaner product called ESS 60,
Yep.
which is stands for elemental safe spheres with 60 carbon atoms, but the term safe is the difference in the cleaning process for people and pets or ink and tires. The twain should not meet. But
Exactly.
unfortunately, a lot of people online, companies that are saving money, they're buying industrial grade and they're buying it from China.
Wow.
So a lot of companies, no matter what they call it, supercharged, maximum, whatever, what you want to be careful of is that you have pure C60, not industrial C60,
Yeah.
mixed into Costco oil, which is mostly what you're going to find online
Oh
for
my
pretty
God.
much the same price.
Oh my God. Would you like to go to the C60.com website for a second? Cruise there?
Sure.
Yeah.
So anybody wanting to see the products, type in c60evo.com/ALW, or is it Alfred LW?
It's Alfred L.W.
Okay.
And you should be seeing let me just get the view here so we can enter full screen. Yeah.
So you're looking at our landing page, which is basically the homepage of our website, but this is Alfred's personal page that will give you, if you go down the page, a link to get the products for 10% off, even if you use one or two other offers. So we have three different flavors of oil, and we also sell the sampler set, which I love recommending because then you can try the MCT coconut oil. Love it in my coffee. Avocado oil. Roseanne Barr loves it on avocado toast. And the organic olive oil, which is the strongest by far. And I say take it on a spoon before noon, any of them. Take it on a spoon before noon, and you will feel better all day long. Now, next to the sampler set are the capsules, and those capsules are the trick for travel. They won't take them out of your suitcase, and they are super potent. It's the olive oil. We only do olive oil caps. And you take up to 6 per day as a teaspoon, up to 12 per day as a tablespoon. I personally just prefer to take the oil on a spoon, but some people don't like the taste of oil or whatever. And for travel or briefcase or purse, you're going to want the capsules. The
Well,
bottles come in 2 ounce, 4 ounce, 8, 16, and 32 ounce, which was the huge one that I held up. And then we realized it is fabulous for skin. So we did the facial serum and the body cream and the two-part face serum with peptides. And all of our skin products have been really getting rave reviews. There on the third one over is the C60 Evo olive oil and the face serum, which we call our starter set. And that's a really great way to start the products inside and out. You will see and look different.
and
These are the pet products, and we have the dog lover set, the cat lover set, pet lover set. Basically, one for you, one for your pet. And it is the olive oil, the strong stuff. For the cat formula, we add salmon essence. For the dog formula, we add a natural bacon essence, and they love it. They love it. So any of our gift sets, that's what we call it when there's more than one item that we put together. We have taken 15% off the price of each item. And so that's a nice discount. So it's not the cost of the two items, but the two items minus 15%. And if you purchase anything and you sign up for a monthly subscription, you're going to save another 20%. And no matter what you sign up for, use Alfred's code at checkout to get another 10% off. Here's our skin sets with the face and the body. And again, we always recommend take the oil on the inside and then put your lotions on your face, your skin, your lips, even. We have lip formulas. that are wonderful. Everything has the ESS 60 in it, which is as good as you're going to get, as pure, potent, and clean as you're going to find in the entire carbon 60 fullerene industry. ESS 60 is the only one that people should be buying for people and pets, and it's made proudly in Houston, Texas, in our Patriot Lab.
And there you have the
Testimonials.
testimonials.
Yep. We are, I think, the only C60 company, ESS 60 of really, that is still spending a fortune on research on this molecule to see what all of its potential applications can be. And we just entered another $150,000 research plan of doing another longevity test. So we're a very active lab in Houston, and our products can be shipped all over the world. We do it 5 days a week. Got a wonderful customer service department, nicest people. They will explain everything. And when your package comes, every item is gift wrapped in really pretty tissue paper. It's kind of like a holiday when you open your C60 Evo box. It's always kind of feels like a gift.
Oh boy, that is wonderful. Yeah, yeah.
And I want to
So,
say, because the only comments we get that are kind of negative are when people say, $100 for a month of olive oil with the ESS 60, and it's like, what do you spend monthly on your 8 supplements or 4 supplements? Like, don't you spend at least $100 on those 4 bottles? I spent so much more than $100 a month. And since I've been on the C60 Evo, my supplements are still sitting over there in the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday box in the kitchen, probably really old by now because I don't think I've taken them in months. The Evo gives me so much energy, vitality, flexibility. My scars, I had 2 hip replacements last year. My scars are amazing. My healing has been really quick compared to people that I've met that went through it also around the same time. I'm cooking. And I know it's because I take this every day. And all the facial serums and stuff that I don't buy anymore, all I have is the face serum from Evo. I save so much money only using this formula, and my skin is natural, clean, and it's better than it's been in decades. The body cream with tangerine, this is our newest product, and it smells absolutely wonderful. And it really leaves your skin better than before you put it on. Lip balms. I can't believe my partners gave into this one, but all the face serums work really well. The hair formula for renewal worked really well. The pets are like coming back to life from going through all kinds of terrible medical things, and now my dog's really healthy. The lab goes, okay, Patty, sure, we'll do lip balm. So we have a lip balm also. Do you have it? Do you have one of these?
I may.
Did
Um,
you like it, our lip balm?
yeah, I use it. It's here. So,
You don't have to dig for it. I dug for mine, and now my lips are, it's got like it's a mint, a spearmint, but it tingles. It's kind of like when you put menthol on or something where you can feel it. I feel our lip balm, the mint one, is just lovely. So check out our website and treat yourself, your body, your mind, your spirit. The thing about, we even say it helps the spirit. Well, wonder why? Let's talk about the brain again and the mitochondria. 2 million per cell in every brain cell.
well,
And the pineal gland, which is our connection to spirit and God and our higher self, is also in the back of the brain. So if the brain is getting this much recalibration of purity, think of the pineal gland and the calcification perhaps dwindling. Now, I'm not saying I've seen it happen. I'm just anticipating that when we clear our mitochondria as much as I have over the last 6 years taking this, I feel different. And I'm living in a very toxic world. I'm in Boulder,
well,
Colorado.
you are fighting the good fight down there.
Oh God.
The
I've been not very nice on Facebook. I've said, yay, Florida made it illegal to do chemtrails. Looks like we went to their garage sale and bought all their junk.
oh
Like
boy,
they're dumping it on us now instead. It's been totally gray, rainy this morning, the cloud seeding. I mean, come on. When are we going to stop all this? There is a cure for all these floods. It's called no more chemtrails and no more cloud seeding. It's really quite simple. Defund those programs from the start, from the money, defund them, cut them off, and then we won't have these floods, these hurricanes, these tornadoes. We are really at a climate war right now. They want to call it, what are they calling it? Climate change. They can go stick it. It's a climate war, but they're all caught. It's just let's do accountability and a full recalibration.
exactly. Very good.
So recalibrate. What did you say at the top of the show that I wanted to remember about Evo?
Well, that it's Ascension. It's a food and a tool for ascension.
I
That's
love
what
it.
it is.
I think that's brilliant. And I'm gonna go back to thinking that we have food for ascension with C60 Evo. May
Yeah,
all be blessed. May all of you stay sane through these incredible times. And it's so easy. It is so easy to help yourself. And nobody, I don't think any of you guys have been through what I've been through. Whatever. I don't want to feel like victim me, but I've been tested for sure, and I feel like my comeback is a party every day. I just celebrate life because I'm back.
exactly, exactly.
Well,
Yeah,
happy trails, and I will
you
see
too,
you next
likewise.
month. And
Indeed,
we love you guys. My God, we've been together doing this since Alfred was a young boy of 70. Yeah, wow. I'm in my 70s, you're in your 80s. Cooking with gas.
exactly.
Carry on. Thank
Good
you.
enough. Okay, then.
Bye, everyone.